All right, how is everyone doing? I am Rich Celenza. Thanks for checking out my channel. So I want to do a video on some awareness regarding when people take some time off the gym. And that can be a week, it could be a month, it could be whatever. I just want to bring some type of awareness regarding when coming back to the gym to be very aware of what you're putting your body through. And I don't think a lot of us do that. I think what happens with a lot of people that worked out for years, that took some time off, they want to come right back in and start basically picking up from where they left off, which could be very dangerous, I'm here to tell you. Because a lot of times we don't have the strength we had. We don't have the endurance that we had. We don't have a lot of things that we had before. And this can even include, like, say you got sick. So you were sick for a week or 2 weeks. When you come back to the gym, I want you to take as much time as you need. And the one thing I want to tell people too is what you really want to build up before almost even getting in the weights, for instance, is your cardio. You really want to make sure you're not running out of breath before you run out of strength. Doesn't kind of make sense, right? That you're in that situation, but that happens to a lot of people. And I'm not saying you got to become incredibly in shape regarding your cardio. I'm just saying you want to make sure you get your wind back, at least that when you're doing, if you're doing weightlifting, for instance, or if you're boxing, doing jiu-jitsu, whatever the case may be, you don't want to quickly, obviously, get very winded where you're out of breath, where you can't get the type of workout in that you want. And also, this happens a lot. I travel a lot, so I'll just give you a heads up on what happened to me in the last 10 days. So I lived in Florida. I had to go to California a few days. Then I had to go to Hawaii, Maui, and then I went to Honolulu. And then I came back. And I was able to go to a gym I don't know, 4 or 5 times, probably 5 times, which is good. I always try to work out even when on vacation. But I was also hiking and doing a lot of things that I normally don't do in Hawaii, exercise-wise, just trying out different things. And when I got back home, I was really fatigued. One of the reasons was it was basically 10 hours in the air. I had to catch 2 flights for 5 hours apiece. But when I came back, I was exhausted, and I went into the gym, and I did what I call a 3-3-3-3-3, which is basically I do each my body parts in the gym. So I'll do 3 chest, 3 shoulders, 3 buys, tries, 3 back. Then the next day I do a leg workout. But holy shit, when I got in, I didn't realize how fatigued I was, and I just wanted to jump right into it. And what happened was I honestly I pulled my lower back a little bit. So I tried again to jump into what I was before I went on this trip, which was basically a 2-week run. Even though I was working out in the gym, I realized that I was doing my normal exercises, but at the same time, I was wearing myself out, right? Especially like with all the flying and all the sitting, I was also driving around. But I also think by hiking so much, which I normally don't do, that was hitting my lower back or taking a toll on me. So when I got back home, I may have been fine to work out, but I just wasn't really prepared. I should have, for one, warmed up a lot longer and maybe took my time a little better than just kind of jumping into it so hardcore. So if you're one of these type of people, there goes the lights. It does it to me every time in here. I forget about that thing. That's hilarious. But if you do take some time off, you come in the gym, regardless if you're sick, regardless if you took a month off or 6 months or whatever, don't come back in here and try to catch up what you did with the past. Also, make sure when you're in there, you feel good and you're properly warmed up, if that makes sense. And do things sometimes, I say this, be consistent, but you might have to start slower. I talk about all the time, it takes months and months and months to get in shape, and it takes weeks to get out of shape. So don't underestimate sometimes your body is not prepared to do certain types of workouts, even cardio-wise, running. I know a lot of people get sick or something happens where they take a certain amount of time off. They want to go back and almost start off where they left off. Just be very aware, you may not be ready for that. That doesn't mean you're weaker. That doesn't mean you can't get back to that position or in that, in that type of condition. You just may have to take your time getting there again, all right? Especially if you're getting older, stop getting caught up in the ego and stop worrying about what, basically losing your strength or losing a lot of cardio. Just keep working out, all right? I'm going to promise you. Don't get caught up all the time with numbers or how much weight you're lifting or any of that shit. Just try to get the best workout you can and make yourself feel good about what you're doing. Don't beat yourself up because you're not where you were. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up there. And if you get a chance, you might want to check out my podcast or Rich Celenza Show, WTF Are You Talking About? I'm on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And if you get a chance, subscribe, all right? Leave a comment below. And please take your time when coming back to the gym after some time off. 1 week, you'd be shocked sometimes coming back how much you've lost as far as strength and even cardio, especially if you were sick or on vacation. And you got to realize too, a lot of times, even when you go on vacation, You may be drinking a little more than normally, eating different foods, and again, even if you do it for work, your body, every day your body is evolving and changing. So don't forget that either. So as you know, when you're working out over the years, you'll have great days, bad days, whatever the case may be. Make sure when you do come back, you're in the right frame of mind to work out and get a good workout. Even if you're dragging ass, get through it, get to the gym. The longer you're away, the harder it is to come back. All right, take care, and if you're traveling, safe travels.